Hello.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
Who likes werewolves?
I love werewolls. They're so
I like
cute.
werewolves,
They are cute.
They're very cute.
but they're something we haven't seen very much lately. There was a time I remember in the 80s when there was like 3 big deal werewolf movies that came out at the same time. The Howling, American Werewolf in London.
Oh, one of my favorites.
Yes.
And
Howling 2 with Sybil Danning.
no, what was the other one? It was
There's that Jack Nicholson werewolf.
No, I think what came out at the same time. It was The Howling.
Yeah.
Wolfen.
Wolfen. With
So
Albert
sad,
Finney,
so
yes.
good.
An American Werewolf in London. And they all were really amazing because
Very
of
different.
the makeup effects. And
Oh, incredible. Rob Bottin did the Howling stuff. It was incredible.
That's right.
And they showed the transformations and that whole transformation in American Werewolf in London where he turns into
They still use it
wolf.
in every werewolf movie. That's Rick Baker, right?
Rick Baker did
Rick
that.
Baker did the effects in American Werewolf, and he set a standard. Every werewolf movie looks just like it.
Yeah.
And then The Howling.
It's great.
The Howling had the cutest werewolf ever at the very end.
Yeah.
So cute. Oh my gosh.
Very cute. Well, this one, it's back though with this is a horror comedy directed by Josh Ruben called Werewolves Within, starring Milana Vayntraub and Sam Richardson. Ruben did a film called Scare Me, which came out a couple years ago.
It was on Shudder.
It was on Shudder. It was basically 2 people at
It was a cool idea.
Just telling ghost stories back and forth, trying to scare each other.
I loved her shirt so much in that because it was a bunch of little white hands. It was super creepy. That tracked it down a lot.
So, but here's his next film with a bigger cast, and we'll check out the trailer. For
Let's see it.
Werewolves Within.
Excited.
So we roll the trailer?
Let's roll it.
Is the projector loaded?
Just load it.
Here we go. Play.
Rated R.
It has a really long
Why is it so
intro
long?
here. Okay, here we go.
Should have packed our snowshoes.
What? People do that?
You know, fun fact, not only is it the oldest, but remains one of the most effective means of traversing the ice.
Wow. Yeah, you're gonna fit right in at Beaverfield. Everything here is a little questionable. Ranger! The people. The weather. Everything.
Oh.
Ranger? You look like you just seen a corpse.
Well, the roads are effed, and something's wrong with the generator.
Which generator?
All of them.
Can't get on the internet!
Also, there's a dead body under your porch.
Holy
Probably a wolf.
What are you, like a wolf detective now, Marcus?
Who knows who or when it's gonna kill next.
I think we can all agree that it's unsafe outside, and there's safety in numbers. Out of curiosity, who is packing? Well, we're having a good old-fashioned sleepover.
With guns, though.
With guns, yes.
Everything about this predator is unorthodox. It's not human. It's not canine. It's one of them.
One of what?
Lycanthrope.
A what?
A werewolf.
How could it gotten in here? How did they get out?
Who says it got out?
Maybe.
I'm a werewolf.
Maybe you're a werewolf. Maybe you're a werewolf. You're a werewolf. You're a werewolf. You're a werewolf. Maybe we're all werewolves. Are we really in a Mexican standoff right now?
Baby, don't say Mexican. Stand up.
You know, we're probably just gonna head out.
This is
We're just pull it.
Well,
We got it on our own. It's just, hey, you go ahead, please. Don't spare me.
Please don't. Oh, please. Please don't bother the
Spare
lock.
me. You think I
Oh
couldn't
my
do that
goodness, I
myself?
could have gotten it.
Okay, that's how you do a cute thing at the end of the trailer. You make it actually
Right.
funny.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
That looks like it might be kind of fun. You know, I mean, werewolves, like I said, are fun, and you don't know who's a werewolf, so it's a contained thriller at a small town in the north somewhere.
It's almost kind of like The Thing. because
Yeah.
everybody's kind of trapped inside a wintry, environment, and then all of them you're a werewolf, you're a werewolf, you're a werewolf. They all could be werewolves.
Right.
Wouldn't a werewolf know each other though? You think werewolves can tell if someone's a werewolf?
Yeah, but these are just regular people trying to tell if someone.
How do
is
we
a
know
werewolf.
that?
Oh, yeah.
We don't know that. Don't you think one of those just normal people is probably a werewolf?
Well, it's probably one of those things where somebody is the werewolf.
I bet they're
but
all
we find out
werewolves.
at the end. Yeah, there's some twist at the end where it's not who you expected, or it's, I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but it looks. I mean, horror comedies
Really
are
hard.
so hard to
So
pull
tough.
off because sometimes they're just not funny. But
This
this one
looks like
actually
it's
looks
hitting
kind
it.
of funny.
It looks like it's hitting the mark.
Yeah.
It's getting it.
There's a fine line. Like we talk about Shaun of the Dead, how that
Right.
worked, and there's a few
my
others.
favorites.
But usually it can be really too cheesy and not at all scary.
Yeah.
It has to be a little bit scary. It just has to, or a little bit,
Yeah.
gory or whatever,
Right.
as opposed to just all schmaltzy stuff. And it can't be too gory, and it has to have some laughs.
You have to commit to the concept of the horror, and you have to commit to the comedy, and you got to put them together. But if you wimp out on either one, it doesn't work.
Yeah.
You have to be sincere in your horror and then add the comedy. I think that's the key.
Right.
That's
Because Shaun of
tricky
the
thing.
Dead was really kind of scary ultimately,
Yeah,
but it was really funny in between because the characters were so funny.
Right.
And then you think about movies like Young Frankenstein, where
Yeah.
that's a horror
Oh,
comedy,
so good.
but we love that movie. It's beloved by everyone, but it's not gory or anything like
No.
that. It's an homage to the old
Yeah, it's more a
30s
parody.
James Whale stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a parody, but the reason that works is because the actors are so committed in it,
Yes.
and you got Gene Wilder
so good.
basically plays it straight.
In two of
almost.
my favorite movies,
Yeah.
Oh,
Willy
yeah.
Wonka
yeah.
And Peter Boyle also is
Frankenstein.
great as
So
the
good.
Frankenstein's
Yeah.
monster. And Gene
So good.
Hackman is
Well,
great.
everybody in
Yeah,
that
Oh my
and
God.
Terry Garr and Marty Feldman is Igor.
Anyway, we're talking about Werewolves
Yeah,
Within.
sorry.
But the
And
werewolf-
if we're talking Werewolves Within with Young Frankenstein,
yeah.
maybe
Well,
we got something. Yeah.
I thought of another good werewolf thing. They had a great werewolf gag in What We Do in the Shadows,
Oh.
where they call them swearwolves because the werewolves are really coarse and they're really tacky. Like they're like the kind of British kind of gangs out, being really rude,
Right.
throwing bottles and drinking too much. So there was like kind of like this,
And
they're so coarse.
Reese Darby. It was like,
Yes,
you know
it
what?
was so
he was
funny.
so funny. as that.
So werewolves can be played for laughs in a good way because even American Werewolf was a comedy and horror. It was a little bit
It
of both.
was. It was
It
kind
was.
of a light horror film, which is weird
It was.
to think. But it also had some
It was
pretty,
still very scary.
pretty deep.
and sad characters.
Very
Like
sad.
Griffin
Yeah.
Dunn, he felt bad
Oh
for
my
Griffin.
God.
And he had a line in there where he something about like you kill yourself to David Naughton's
Yeah.
character. It's like he really meant it because you're
Yeah.
going to you're going to kill the people you love. straight
Right.
up. So anyway, that's why werewolves can be. It's
Yeah.
kind of great that they haven't been around, so it's kind of fresh
That's
to
true.
bring werewolves back after some years.
Because the idea of a werewolf is kind of like a vampire. It's a guy that's got to
Mhm.
kill. It's
Yeah.
somebody that's got to go out
Only
and
once
kill.
a month.
Yeah, with the moon. But the thing is, and even in the early vampire movies and werewolf movies, where it's Larry Talbot,
for Lon Chaney, right?
Lon Chaney Jr. Yeah,
Chaney.
he was a tragic character.
Very
Remember,
tragic.
he wanted to
He felt
to
terrible
die,
for him.
and he
Yes.
was locked. He said, "Please lock me up into prison. Don't let me out, no matter how much I beg you."
Right.
So there's always this element of tragedy to him, and he lives among people. Unlike a vampire who
Mhm.
sort of lives in his lair, and has to sleep in the coffin and all that. But
Well, see, werewolves are lucky because they can live as a normal human until the moon is full. So they can blend right in. They don't have to worry about being out during the daylight. They can just live normally, but once a month they gotta lock themselves up or something, or they go
Yeah.
out and kill people.
Yes.
That's the rules, people. I didn't make them.
But I think I like Milana Vayntraub. She's really funny.
She's really
yeah,
And this guy Sam Richardson, who's the lead, also looks good. So I'm interested to check
I'm
it
interested
out.
in it. I
yeah, it
think
looks
gonna
like
be
it's got a
fun.
good cast, and
Yeah.
it looks like it might be funny.
Yeah.
Well, I laughed during the trailer. Genuinely had some good laughs in the trailer.
Yeah,
So I
so-
think that's a good sign. You're not just kind of cringing when you hear the comedy, like, oh, that's not gonna
Yeah,
work.
no, it's
I know,
gonna be
yeah.
Yay.
good.
Okay.
So Werewolves Within. So
Excited
check
for
that
that one.
out and check out our website and our YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, and comment. And ring the bell.
Click the little bell, people. I didn't even know they existed. It's a little bell, and it
The
gives you a little
bell.
notification when something new comes out. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we're putting out videos, and sometimes more. And you
Yes.
don't want to miss them because then you get way behind. You'll never keep up.
Because all of our videos are as good as this one.
Or maybe better,
Yeah.
depending on if you like this one or not. So
Well,
definitely.
We're looking forward to this movie, and thanks again for watching. We really appreciate it.
Comment on what your favorite werewolf movie is down there. Down there.
Yeah. On the comment.
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Hi, people.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
The Earth is invaded by indestructible